Aloha, cuz Briar626 here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile of the deck that I used recently in the Bakugan Pro battle video that I did. If you want to see that video, go ahead and click that card right at the top right there and watch that video, and come back and see this deck profile, or watch this deck profile and then go see how it is in that battle, because that was a very good battle, especially here in the quarantine battles. This is the full deck profile of that deck. It is actually one of my favorite decks that I've used and created. In fact, it's the favorite deck I've used and created. Not just one of them. This is probably like my favorite deck. I'll be using this deck a lot because of how cool and fun it is, and of course it uses my boy Nillious. So let's go ahead and get into this deck profile and show you guys what's inside. Alright, so of course we have to show off the Bakugan we're using, and of course the first one we're using is the Nillious Ultra, of course. Our boy Nillious, this is from the Armored Alliance Nillious Ultra, so we are using that Bakugan. Then we are using the Dragonoid Ultra from the Armored Alliance as well, which is this guy here. We're using him. And then last but not least, we're using the Aqua Scars from Battle Brawlers. Of course, this is the core one, and that's of course what he looks like there. Now, Nillious has a shield and green fist, 600 B power and 3 damage. His effect is if you land on the shield, get 200 B power. If you land on the green fist, plus 2 damage. So really good. He's a really good Bakugan to start off with, especially because he does double core really easily. So you can land on 2 of your shield cores and get bonuses off that, and also off the effect as well. Then we have Dragonoid Ultra here. He has a shield and a fire fist, 902. He's actually a very good starting Bakugan. He does provide that fire fist, so you can use your fire fist cores, and it's really, really nice. And then we have the Aqua Scars here. Has double shield, 502. Then it has the ability plus 100 B power and plus 3 damage if you land on a shield. I wanted to use to kind of like keep that shield engine like I did for my previous shield deck, but I changed the Bakugan a little bit just to kind of see what we can do with that. So those are the Bakugan there, and the cores we're of course using. We're using 1 or 2 shields that are the plus 400 to Aquas and Darkus. So we're using it there. Then we're using a shield that is plus 400 B power to Pyrus and Darkus. Then we're using the Fire Fist of plus 200, plus 3, but minus 2 energies to a gear, which is really good. Then we have the Green Fist of plus 100, plus 1, and minus 1 energy to a gear. And then we have the shield of 300 B power and minus 1 energy to a gear. So those are really good cores. I like these cores. These look really, really nice, especially because you get Nillious to land on any of these 3. Can get him 800 onto him, so he'd be at 16 on turn 1, which is really good. And of course, you also have your other cores down there as well, which are really good, because then you can double core on a shield and a fire fist to help get you to turn 1 to get the to get your gear out, or if you land on the green fist to help get you extra damage. It's really, really nice, and I like this turnout here. And I may switch out Pegatrix for Aqua's Hydrus core from the new set. Kind of depends, but I think this works really, really nice with the deck. I don't know if I really would change it, but it's a possible change. If you want to do that, you can do that. So those are the Bakugan. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of the cards, like the Evos. Alright, so we have the Evos, and the nice thing is there's only 2 Evos. There's only 2 Evos because Nillious Ultra and Dragonoid Ultra does not have an Evo yet. Hoping for Nillious to get one here soon because I want it. But we do have the one for Pegatrix, which is of course the Hyper Pegatrix, and we're running 2 of those. Hyper Pegatrix, what she does is it's a 4 energy cost card, 900 B power, 3 damage, land on a shield, plus 400 and plus 8 damage. Which is really good. If you land on that 400 core, you're going to be at 1700 B power and 11 damage. Which is really, really nice. It's really hard to get over that. So it's a really good card, and we're running 2 of those as well. So those are the Evos, and let's go on ahead and get into the rest of the deck. Alright, so for the rest of the deck, we're going to go over in different sections. We're going to start with the Darkest, then the Pyrus, and then the Aqua Scars. For our Darkest cards, we're using 3 gears of the Scorching Swords. This is a 2 energy cost card. It adds Shadow Strike to your Bakugan, and you get plus 100 and plus 1 damage. So it's really good, especially when you land on that Fire Fist core to reduce it down to 2, so then it becomes free. Or even on the shield or the Green Fist, minus it by 1. So then you're only playing it for 1 energy, which isn't bad at all. It's a really good one. I like it. Probably would update it to the there's a Darkest Crusher, I think is what it is, or something like that. It's a new gear that's coming out in the Fusion Force set. That's basically the exact same thing, but it's 200 instead of 100. So, which is really good. Get an extra 100 B power. I probably would be running that one a little bit more when I do that. Then we're going to go into our flips here. We have 2 Darkest Snare. For 0 energy, stop a Bakugan that is holding a magic shield. So this is really good. Trying to make sure you stop your opponent from landing on, or if you lose anything, you lose by that. It's a good stop. It's 0 cost, really, really good. Then we run 2 of the Sonic Shield. For 1 cost, stop a Bakugan that has a Green Fist and a Fire Fist. So those are some really common cores that you'll see. Fire Fist is a big one. Green Fist maybe a little bit. Not really sure, but those are really good core cards to stop that for that, and especially for 1 cost as well. And then of course we gotta have this card, because this card is the best Darkest Stop card, and that is Pact of Darkness. So we have Pact of Darkness. We have 4 of those in this deck. Of course, this is going to stop a non-Darkest Bakugan, but you can play it for free instead of for 4 energies by discarding 1 card, so which is really nice. I like that card. It's one of my favorites of the flips that we have. So those are the Darkest cards. Let's go ahead and get into the Pyrus cards. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into our Pyrus cards, and our first card we have is the Quick Fire. For 0 energies, make a Pyrus attack for 1 damage, and then you can reroll your Bakugan if you want. So which is really nice, especially getting the reroll and also burning your opponent as well, which is really good. Especially if they're like having 0 life left, you can burn it with that and do really good. Or even burn them down lower if they show their top card and they really want it, you can burn that off right off the top of that, which is really good. Then we run 3 Super Fuel, the other Pyrus reroll. For 1 energy, you must reroll your Bakugan, and then whenever you open on that reroll, you play the next card for 3 energies or less. So that's really good. I like that card, especially comboing off with a bunch of other cards, and of course comboing it off with this card here, which is Song of Fire. For 3 energies, you get to have 5 extra energies for the turn, so which is really nice. Getting that extra 5 energies to play more cards, play your higher cost cards, or more lower cost cards is really, really nice. And especially when you get to use it with Super Fuel, turn 1 5 energies, really, really good. And then we have 2 Dan Kuzo. For 4 energies, of course, this is the better Dan. For 4 energies, whenever you open on your Bakugan, reveal the top card, play it for free, as long as it's not a flip. So which is really good. That's some your basic Pyrus cards are that you would use are these guys here. Song of Fire can come out, Dan can come out, but your Quick Fire and your Super Fuel are your big ones that you really use. So let's go ahead and get into the Aqua Scars. Alright, so we have our Aqua Scars. Now this one we're using a lot of the cards here is a lot of Aqua Scars because it does a lot more stuff than the others. But our first one we have, of course, is Deep Dive. We are running 3 Deep Dive. For 1 energy, draw a card, and you may re-roll your Bakugan. Really, really good. Another one we have is 3 Dark Waters. For 1 energy, plus 2 energy power, and then you may re-roll your Bakugan as well. Another good card we have is Blinding Ink. For 2 energies, negate an action card that costs 3 or less. So which is really, really nice. Then we have 3 Wave Slash. 3 energies plus 300, but if you play another card this turn, besides that, you get a plus 1,000, so which is really, really nice. And then we have Hurricane Winds, which is really, really good. For 3 energies plus 3 energy power, and you may play an action card that costs 4 or less for free. So you can play any of your actions basically in the deck for free now. So you can play Hurricane Winds into a Hurricane Winds into a Hurricane Winds into a Wave Slash. Really, really good. Really good combo, especially to pull it off there. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And then we have our last card, which is Shun Kazumi. We're running 3 of him because we really want to draw some cards, especially for 3 energies. Whenever you open Bakugan, you can draw a card, and you have 6 here, and you have the 6 Pyrus cards, so you're having 12 reroll cards in the deck. So you're going to constantly reroll to help draw cards or to play cards for free. Really, really nice from that. So yeah, so that is the deck. So let's go ahead and wrap it up and get you guys set, ready to go. Alrighty, so that is the deck there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you click that like button down below. And if you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button so you guys become a cousin in our family, and make sure you click that bell icon so you guys get notified of videos just like this one here. And also, if you have any other ideas for this deck, or like maybe even if you have a deck similar to this that you think have some better cards in it, let me know down in the comments down below so you guys can look at them, because that's really cool seeing some seeing what decks that you guys have made, especially during this time. This is a great time to be making some Bakugan decks. I got another deck profile, and I'll also be doing 2 more deck profiles for you guys of an empowered and a rapid fire deck, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that one there, and stay tuned for the next one where we'll be doing the Aqua Scars deck that was used in the same battle video with this deck that brawled against it. So we'll be doing that one next, so keep an eye out for that one, and remember, Ohana means family. Families don't get left behind or forgotten. We'll see y'all next time. Bye!